tunnel vision, and I won't really listen because I don't want to be too influenced. But I love, like, I don't know, I like Drake. I love trap. I love, my ratchet music. I love worship music. I love Israel. I love, gosh, of course I'm drawing a blank now. The Chicago artist, Jonathan McReynolds. I love my friends. There's a young lady, Rocky, who kills it. She's out of Chicago. Jonathan McReynolds. I love my friends. I love Tiffany Hines. She's an amazing artist. Jessica Love, Just Steve. Like, look up these people. I think, I know these are my friends, but like these are dope artists that.
Yeah, I've seen a few of them already, and yeah, I will vouch for them. Yeah. I've seen Rocky, and I've seen atthe, and I've seen Just Steve, and all of them are amazing artists.
Yep. Everybody, shout out Amaris, James, Pete. Amaris,
actually, I think atthe is here in Atlanta today. I think.
Really?
I think it was today.
I think you might be right. I think she is in Atlanta because I saw her post something about it. Yeah, so she's got an amazing show. She's touring. So if the tickets are still available, y'all need to go check her out. Yep. So I want to see, like, I want to see my peers just like take over, and not like but I just think they're great, and I think, I love what Janelle Monáe has done. Like, she kind of blew up and then took her friends along with her. And
right.
That's what I hope to do, just to continue to mobilize and move us all forward, and I know they do the same thing. So we're all kind of, on our own movement out of Chicago, and but I'm influenced by them. I'm influenced by everyday people, by random, like, crazy stuff that happens in my life. There's never a dull moment.
That makes for good material.
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
So since we're talking about atthe, and we mentioned that you're a worship leader, and that you've worked at Willow Creek for several years, which is an amazing ministry, by the way. When you have a title like worship leader, what kind of pressure does that put on you, if any, to live a particular lifestyle, or to even create a certain type of music?
Wow, it definitely puts pressure.
Yeah, I would imagine.
So absolutely, yeah, it does. And I think for me, I've kind of struggled with, like, where do I fit? Even when I did America's Got Talent, like, they put me in this category that I felt like was a little limiting, like gospel singer. She's Black, she's a gospel singer, but I feel like I've never really fit squarely into, like, Black gospel or white CCM. And so as a worship leader, I do sort of a blended mix of things, and I am creating my own lane and realizing, like, it's okay to kind of explore different styles in worship. But I feel like, and I'm still kind of figuring this out now with, like, my release. It's a mixture of faith-themed songs and life and love. And I've had, some people say, well, is it a Christian album? No. Is it straight up secular? No. And so it's like, where do I fit it?
Right.
But I definitely think, the labels and everything, that people need labels to kind of get on board. But I really feel like, I'm very open about my faith, and I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, and I'm very open about that. And I also, believe that if I write a song about a hard relationship, or, abuse, or just anything that we go through, like, these are human things. Like, read the Bible. Like, there's some crazy stuff going on up in there.
Yes. Yeah, especially the Old Testament, like, girl.
Oh, my girl, the Old Testament. So
that's more ratchet than reality TV.
Right. You don't even need reality TV. I mean, that's a whole nother level of, like. So yeah, I want to talk about this real stuff through the music, and I'm grateful for the churches that allow me to come in and lead the CCM stuff, the more familiar stuff, but then sing a song off my album that's a little unorthodox or just a little different from the norm, like what you're going to find on iTunes if you go type in Christian music. And so I'm really trying to just push it, not for the sake of like being different or contrary, but I really feel like people, it's just the world. Like I meet so many people who have disconnected from church, and you know, they feel like, man, I can't identify because I'm not hearing about the struggles and things that I'm facing in life. And so when I get to do these songs in church, it's really affirming when people say, like, you know, I was disconnected and I didn't really want to come to church. Worship has never really connected with me, but you know, I felt like something raw and vulnerable through your ministry. And so I have to remind myself, like, sometimes it gets lonely when you're doing something a little different, but God has put people, other artists around me who are also, you know, telling unique stories that aren't just sticking to the formula. And so it's getting a little less lonely, but I definitely feel pressure at times.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, people kind of sometimes forget, I think, that, you know, when you have a title like worship leader or, you know, gospel artist or, you know, whatever your title is, they hold you to a different standard as if you're not, you know, expected to make mistakes or you know, have to grow through certain things. And, you know, we're only human, living the same human, you know, experience. It's just, you know, it who we are kind of changes on how we perceive things, right? How we go about, you know, making our choices and our decisions, but that does not exempt us from, you know, being a teenager, you know, or you know, being dumb sometimes and making mistakes, or, you know, just feeling those raw human emotions that, you know, cause us to react this way or that way. So people kind of forget that sometimes. So it's always important to kind of bring it back and kind of say, you know, but this is who I am first, and you know, the titles come later. You know, titles are just kind of formality. So I definitely wanted to make sure, you know, you had a chance to, you know, touch on that. And especially, I tune into Willow Creek online often. I've only been there a couple times, but I used to live out in Elk Grove, which is near Barrington, so I'm very familiar with the area. And I think they do a great job of you know, presenting a ministry that's all inclusive. You know, no matter what you may have grown up with, your denomination, you know, being, or your cultural background, or, you know, that type of thing. They do an excellent job, I think, of making people feel comfortable enough to be who they are in that space. So I definitely see why you've been there for several years. And, you know, I was texting Sharon on Sunday, guys, and she says that she got up at, was it 4 in the morning to go drive 2 hours. Where were you going, girl?
I lead at an awesome church. You gotta check it out if you're ever in Rockford. City First. So I kind of divide my time. I'm freelance, so you know, which is great, you know, because you can kind of make your own schedule, and also like a leap of faith because you never know where the next thing. But I'm usually either at Willow or at this church, City First, and just an amazing community. Like it's been so cool they've entrusted me to lead like their community, and like it's rare, I think, as a worship leader. Like, we're used to kind of seeing the same type of worship leader, and I have worship leader friends who are white males, like one of my close mentors, but that's kind of like what people are used to seeing. And so it's been really great to lead at City First, and just like they really embraced me, and that's where I was headed. So it's a journey.
I said, "Oh, girl, God gonna bless you. I don't know where you're going, but He's gonna bless you for it. Hallelujah."
I receive it. He's learned a new car because these miles
adding up.
Right.
Well, let's talk. Since you mentioned Lauryn Hill as one of your influences, I think it would be a good time to play Vapors. What do you think?
Fine, we are in sync.
Yeah. So tell us real quick a little bit about Vapors and the feature that you have with you on Vapors.
Yeah, so Vapors is I love Vapors. It's my cousin Paloma Perry is singing on there with me, and she killed it, and she's awesome. And this was sort of a homespun effort. My brother produced the track. He did the artwork. Like, we recorded it in a little attic. It was not glamorous at all. Again, making something out of nothing. But it's just inspired by scripture that says, life is fleeting. From dust we come and dust we return. And not to sound morbid, but it's actually a call to live your life to the fullest, because you don't know, when that day comes. You don't know. So this is all about, like, living in the moment. But we are vaporettes. We're vapors. I'm a vaporette, and like that's sort of where it comes from. And I'm talking about a lot. I kind of just spilled a lot into this. Mm-hmm. It was one of those songs where I just like had to get a lot off my chest. So yeah, and I'm hoping to shoot a music video for it soon. And nice. Calling all Chicago, dancers and
I'm making a plan to come out of retirement.
Yeah. So yeah. If anybody here sees a vision when you listen to this, just drop me a line. I'm really accessible on social media, but this is actually one of the songs I want to shoot a video for. So, yeah, this is it, Vapors.
Nice. So let's check into it, and we will be right back to continue our interview with Sharon Irving. So be back in just a minute. This is Vapors.
What's up? It's your boy, Jeff Gibbs. Your favorite saxophone player's favorite saxophone player. Just want to let you know you listening to Support the Dope Radio with my homegirl, CB Radio. Keep it locked, y'all.
Questions that we ask at night. If that a 9 to 5 shift, or when your pockets get ripped off and boss get ticked off, cause his dad was only president. His inception embedded in his perception is dead presidents. So he makes the world pay for his residence. Indebted in artificial intelligence, super official sediments collect like condensation on the mind's eye. Time flies. Repression makes you think you can erase it, but like a hater, efforts are irrelevant, cause memories remain like skeletons dressed up in Versace, pimped out embellishments. We stay relishing, we stay avoiding the truth, vaporing on about the glory days of our youth. And I could be aloof too, going through life with a sweet tooth, but can't savor the moment like I'm on it. What is life? What is life? What is life? What a fleeting moment, what a fleeting moment, fleeting moment. What is life? What is life? What is life? What a fleeting moment, fleeting moment, fleeting moment. Blessed are the meek and the makers, the sleepwalkers and wakers, cause we all just vapors, moments alive. Take a second and breathe it in, rewind. Now press pause and get lost in time. The moment we had was fleeting, thought we couldn't escape it. If only we'd have known we were just vapors. I give kudos to the wind, it carries my sin. I blow kisses to the kin who carry the wind, holding a phoenix of a recanted version of a Venus that we could have completed. Reborn bloody as hell, but alive and well, and emptied in a gun without a shell. But my soul shall prevail this earthly hell like can't derail. You smell that? It's freedom. You see that soil? I see them. Water the ground and reap them. I keep on searching for walking mirrors, living stones and ghettos and burrows. The ones who ain't afraid to make change like heroes. My heroes, Anina, Corner, West Amina, Black Jungle Squad, and all the weirdos who wear clothes from thrift stores. The fashion icons of Brooklyn, my strutting like she's in Milan. Beautiful